Last topic brings us to the state of Ohio. You know the saying, right? No Republican wins the White House unless you win here in the Buckeye State. Well, here in the Buckeye State, the governor, John Kasich, took the federal money for Medicaid expansion under ObamaCare. And Governor Jindal in Louisiana, you passed on those tax dollars. Why do you think Governor Kasich got it wrong here?
Well, this goes to the question you were just asking. Look, under President Obama and Secretary Clinton, they're working hard to change the American dream into the European nightmare. They do celebrate more dependence on the government. Give Bernie Sanders credit. At least he's honest enough to call himself a socialist. Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, they're no better. If we were to expand Medicaid, for every uninsured person we would cover in Louisiana, we'd kick more than one person out of private insurance or remove their opportunity to get private insurance. We're going to have too many people in the cart rather than pulling the cart. This isn't free money. I know some people like to say, well, this is free money. We pay federal taxes. We are borrowing money from China today. Yesterday, the president stunningly admitted this. He said, we don't have leverage with China to get a better deal on Iran because we need them to lend us money to continue operating our government. The president of the United States admitting that he's weakening our government's position, our foreign policy standing, because he can't control spending in D.C. There is a better way to provide health care. The Oregon study showed this. Simply expanding Medicaid does not improve health care outcomes. In Louisiana, instead, we're helping people getting better paying jobs so they can provide for their own health.
So Governor Kasich was wrong, just to be clear.
Correct? I don't think anybody should be expanding Medicaid. I think it's a mistake to create new and more expensive entitlement programs when we can't afford the ones we've got today. We've got to stop this culture of government dependence.
I didn't hear an answer regarding Governor Kasich, but for now, I'll go to Governor Pataki. Yes or no?
I'll say this. I don't think anybody should expand Medicaid. I think it was a mistake to expand Medicaid everywhere in Ohio and across the country.
Governor Pataki, three-term governor of New York. Is he right? Governor Jindal?
I think he is right. I don't think you expand entitlements when so many people are dependent on government and when the money the federal government is offering is going to be taken away from you after just a couple of years. But getting back to Martha's question about how we end dependency, do we have to have a cultural change? The answer is no. And I know this because when I ran for governor of New York, 1 in 11 of every man, woman, and child in the state of New York was on welfare. On welfare. Think about that. And people said you can't win, you can't change the culture. But I knew that good people who wanted to be a part of the American dream had become trapped in dependency because the federal government and the state government had made it in their economic interest not to take a job because the benefits if they didn't work were better. I changed that. We put in place mandatory workfare, but we allowed people to keep health care. We put in place child care support.
Would you have expanded Obamacare in the state of New York had you been governor at that time?
No, it should be repealed. And by the way, when I left, there were over 1 million fewer people on welfare in New York State than when I took office.
Okay.
Replacing dependency with opportunity.
Thank you, Governor Pataki.